announce was that he was God, and he wouldn't do it. And he knew he had to die to have a sacrifice for sin, because sin should be paid for if there's a just God. But if there's a merciful God, then you wonder, will he make us pay for it? And he loves us so much, he paid for it in the form of his son. Not that he changes forms, but Jesus is God, and he agreed with the Father that he would come and that he would pay. He would become flesh so that he would have some blood, and then he would give the blood sacrifice. And people say, well, why blood sacrifice? It's like, what an awful God. It's like, no, God, the way he made us, our life is in our blood. That's just the way we're made. You know, you can't live without your blood. That's how he made us. And so if you sin, that equals death, meaning a death in a relationship with you and God, because he's holy. You can't, sin, no. And so he paid the price for that. It'd be like if you said, well, why does somebody just get away with murder? Well, God feels the same way. He's a just God, so he can't just let us get away with our sin. But at the same time, he loves us so much, he provided the sacrifice himself. And so if we'll place our trust in him and what he did on the cross, and yes, it is that easy. The hard part is giving up your life, and I'm not going to be a kid about that. I mean, because what we do is we die to ourselves and live for him now. And so, but anyway, so, he died for that too, because he knew we wouldn't be able to do it. He knew that we would fail, and so he died even for our lack of faith and our lack of ability to live for him. It's just if you will, by act of your own free will, choose him to be your God. He will not force you. Like other faiths where it's very forced. I'm just thankful for Jesus and his love and his commitment. And can I get through a video without talking about Jesus? I guess not. This is DHC Liquid Eyeliner EX, and it's Perfect Pro Makeup, and this is the best liner. It's thin, but it's not a felt point. It is a brush, but it's so thin that you can either build it to be a big wing, or you can do a little thin wing like this. And it is my all-time, cannot do without liner. Okay, oh, by the way, I'm wearing Chanel Lip Intense. I think this is Mulberry. Mulberry, not Mulberry like the brand, but it's Chanel Lip Intense lipstick, and the color is Mulberry. And it's going really well with my earrings and my shirt. I'm excited. Okay, so I did all that. Normally, I would let this dry, because the only thing about it is when you do it this fast, of course I have to for the video, then when you put your eyelash, I'm going to try not to hit my lid, but I probably will. But when you put this on it, it takes it off. Takes the liner right back off because it comes off on the eyelash curler. So this is a CoverGirl eyelash curler. It's one of my favorites. I like my Chanel one too. And so on this side, we are going to be using the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. And so we're using a CoverGirl eyelash curler. I should have made a match. And what I'm wondering is, how in the world did powder and black get all the way up there? Did I flick it up there? Okay, I didn't hold that long enough. There. Some people hold this a lot, and I'm going to let it out a little and curl it backward more, meaning turn the eyelash curler towards my eye socket, but let the lashes out a little at the base so you don't like pull them out. But anyway, yeah, I hold it a lot longer than most people do. Okay, so I don't go in and out with it. That just takes air down in your mascara and dries it out. Instead, swirl it around both directions. And when it comes out, it'll have a good bit of goop on the end, and that's what we use to tip out the lash. So we're going to tip them out first. Why do I tip them out first? Does anybody remember? I don't know if this will be one or two videos. Because then when you comb through, for one thing, it has a nice coverage effect, but also because you don't want to be that person who has mascara, oops, a little lash. And you may say, oh, it's the eyelash curler. Y'all, your lashes come out. That's why eye extensions have to be redone, because they're built on your own lashes, and your lashes come out. They're constantly coming out. Some people have a condition where they're literally constantly coming out and they can't keep lashes. But your lashes do come out. And as you get older, like all hairs, they don't backfill very good. Okay, that did beautifully, as you can see. It's just one coat. And I'm going to go back and forth, down, back and forth, down. And then I'm going to come back for a second coat. But in the meantime, I'll let that dry a second. You don't want too much drawn in between or it hardens. Okay, oh, I'm going to even use the Chanel eyelash curler for my Chanel eye. Alright. It's a shorter band, and because the metal band is shorter, I feel like it does curl your eyelashes better. Feels tighter or something, I don't know. Maybe it's just the contraption itself. But I like it. Okay. Let it out a little and curl again. Turn my elbow up and turn this back towards the socket now and clamp down again. Y'all, there is a truck in the front lawn straight out my window. I wonder if they're parking there just so they can watch me. Probably going, everybody come here. Alright, so here's the Chanel Inimitable. Again, you swirl around both directions. You do not go in and out. People say it takes bacteria down. Well, I'm just losing lashes today, that's for sure. You know why? I washed my face really hard in the shower, and I think I just loosened a lot of dead skin cells. And, you know, probably some lashes too. So maybe it's just, it's time for me to lose some lashes. Especially since it was both eyes, completely different mascaras and mascara eyelash curlers, mascara eyelash curlers. Alright, here's the thing. This one's very different in that it's got a comb applicator instead of a spoolie brush. This is more like prickle brush. And we're going to do the same thing, one pass. Y'all, I gotta say, as much as I love Chanel, I'm already feeling like just one pass of the two. Look, this one has more volume. Alright, we're going to swirl it around. It may just have more mascara on the wand. I don't know. It does look like it does, to be honest. And again, I'm going to tip them out really good. And then come through. By the way, if you wonder why do I close my eyes when I do this, it's because the eyelash curler does make my lashes so much longer. If I didn't, I would have mascara all over up it, and the crease and the brow area. Look how good that looks, y'all. Alright. And I'm getting at the base real good. And now I'm going to tip out the lower lash. Just a little to make sure the ends have mascara on them. You do want to have mascara on the ends. But see, here's the only thing. This is got more mascara on the wand, so maybe that's why it's looking a little more voluminous. But that's also how it can get goopy. So I'm having to fight that a little with this. I'm gonna pull some off the tip ends. Remember, the inner ones towards the nose. Then straight down, then out. Oops, that one somehow got what happened there. Look at that. Can you see? Y'all, that's good mascara. It's a little thick. Maybe on its thick day. Alright, Chanel, this is your chance. You show them, girl. Like a mascara wand is a girl. All my stuff is a girl. Alright. Maybe it's because it rakes off more, but I'm going to go with this. So again, tip out the ends really good. Make sure there's a lot of mascara on the ends, and then comb it through. And this will definitely comb it through thinner. It won't be as gloopy. So you may like that. And yet it still adds a lot of mascara on the lash. But I can tell you, for the volume, I'm thinking I would need a third. To compete with the other one, I feel like I need a third. I feel like it's because the third layer would add more mascara. I feel like this is raking it off really good. And for some of you who don't want a real thick look, this would definitely be your choice. And again, we're going to go underneath, get the base real good, and then I'm going to go back, just because this again is raking it off so good, it's almost too good. I'm going to go back and get some more mascara on this wand. This may be older or used up more too, y'all. So I guess you'd have to have 2 new ones. But really, it takes like about a week for your mascara to be good, you know, for using. Okay. Oh, I started to tip. I'm going to tip this out one more time. And I'm feeling like then I'll get the same volume as the other eye. So it takes more Chanel. But it rakes it out better. Wow. Okay, just a word of warning, if you don't like a lot. I love a lot. But if you don't, look how much more that put on. Look. Chanel, Maybelline. Okay, now I've got to tip out these little ends. Be really careful towards the little ones. Out here it's not so hard, but towards the inner it's kind of gloopy. It's a little harder to get it looking not stuck together. But again, with this wand, it's a little easier because it is kind of more like a plastic rake than a spoolie brush is.